Yeah. Welcome back to Music News TV. This is Tim Hunter. Today's music news: 50 Cent is in the news. Remember this guy, right? That's right. That's 50 Cent. 50 Cent, that look on his face shows that he does not play, as we already know. Of course, 50 don't play, and he don't play when it comes to his money. Well, this news article is about his former employee, the guy who was stealing from his company, Sire Spirits. Sire is his son, as you guys know, so he named the company after him. Well, apparently, there's a guy by the name of Mitchell Green. Now, Mitchell Green is the apparent thief in this story. 50 Cent has found out that Mitchell Green has stolen about over $6 million from him, from the company, by embezzling it through his company. So, what do 50 Cent do in a situation like that? He sues the guy, right? So, yeah, obviously, he wants to recoup his monies. But this guy, I mean, he lost the lawsuit to 50 Cent for the $6 million, but he had so much time to come up with the money. The guy didn't come up with the money, and he didn't pay 50 Cent his $6 million. Now, is it because he didn't have it? Probably so. But this guy also brought up something else that's very interesting. Mitchell Green says that he was being extorted. Hmm. He's being extorted. Now, he confessed to stealing now, but he also confessed to being extorted. Now, I don't know if this flew over very well with 50 Cent. Now, keep in mind, 50 Cent has been on the streets of New York since he was a kid. So he became a good judge of character because he sold drugs. Every bad guy that you can think of on the streets of New York, this guy came across him. He could probably tell a person's intentions by just looking at them, much less looking them square in the eye, right? So you have to keep in mind, I'm going to show you an image, and you tell me if this is an image that you can actually lie to it. See what I mean? Now, that was the image of a young 50 Cent at about 18 years old when he bought his first Benz, right? 50 Cent was a menace out there in New York. So he used to came across a lot of people, drug addicts, everything. People, and if you guys ever run across these people sometimes who are drug addicts, unfortunately for them, these guys sometimes don't have all the money that they need, or sometimes they make promises that they can't keep. And they do have a reason for everything. A lot of these reasons are probably real, but a lot of them are not. So like I said, 50 became a judge of character. But when you think about Mitchell Green and the fact that he said he's been extorted, let's take a look at what extortion looks like in a fictional. Okay, so you see, normally when you get extorted, there's a menacing character that's extorting someone who's weaker than the person who's extorting. So now let's go back to Mitchell Green. Mitchell Green was initially he was the liaison between 50 Cent and a French distributor, right? A French liquor distributor. So he's the one that it was because of him that deal really came about. How you get rewarded? 50 Cent basically gave this guy a high end six-figure salary and made him a high end exec at the company. So he was fairly compensated. I'm sure this guy was happy with that. But chances are, since when people find out that you are dealing with big money, they're gonna come at you. And this is where I think the guy messed up. If this is true that he got extorted, he should have came to 50 Cent early on. I mean, it's not snitching if you go to your team and tell what happened. It's snitching when you go to police, I guess, right? Or if you part of that street life. But none of that should have went to 50 Cent. And 50, I'm pretty sure, would have handled that diligently. He probably would have got the authorities involved and make sure that they came to an end real quick. And probably even caught the bad guys. I don't know. But since he didn't do that, it makes him look suspect, as if he's just coming up with an excuse at the last minute. I don't know. But nonetheless, they went to court about it. And like I said, the guy was found guilty. And he has to pay 50 Cent his money. So if you're not going to pay the money, what else is going to happen? he's gonna have to give up those assets, right? But you know that 50 wasn't gonna believe that story. I know that. I know that. Y'all also know that 50 Cent don't play about that bread either. He wants his money. So 50 Cent won this guy's assets. What those assets consist of? Maybe, I don't know, some fancy cars. What do you guys think? No? What about maybe a nice, luxurious, nice home? That's These are not the actual cars and home, of course, of this guy. But to give you an idea. But nonetheless, 51 these assets. Now these assets are really nothing to 50 Cent. As you guys know, he owned one of the biggest houses in America with Mike Tyson house, like I said. And 50 pretty much used that as charity, you know? He got every car that he always wanted. He had that. I think he want to make a point that he's not to be taken advantage of. And I got a feeling that 50 is going to come back and say, okay, this guy owes me $6 million. Those assets probably are worth a total of $2 or $3 million. You want to find a way to get more money from this guy, right? So all the way until you get that debt is paid off. That's what I believe. I don't know, but nonetheless, 50 Cent had won, and he deserves his money. You know, and I hope the guy is able to pay him, and let this all be water under the bridge. You know, but we'll see. In the meanwhile, Mitch, give 50 Cent back his bread. That's it for Music News TV. Check us out at musicnewstv.com. You can like and subscribe for more. Got a lot more news coming for you. Thanks, guys.